Good morning or good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you're at and what time you're watching this webinar. Um, First of all, my name is Rolande Adolph, and thank you for watching this webinar. And because you're watching it, I'm presuming or assuming, I may be incorrect, that you or a loved one or a family may have been involved in a car accident and you're trying to get your property damage to your vehicle fix, and maybe you're getting some resistance from the insurance carrier, and that's why you decided to watch this webinar. And that's exactly why I decided to put on this webinar, because too many people out there are taking care of their property damage by themselves, and they're not really having luck doing it by themselves. And the insurance companies are I don't want to say taking advantage, but they're not working for you. So they're not telling you everything that you may be entitled to. So that's why I decided to do this webinar. So I could tell you what the insurance carriers companies are responsible for if they are responsible to fix your vehicle after a car accident. I'm mainly going to focus on 6 things that insurance carriers must pay for if they're liable for your property damage. But before I start, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I did prepare a PowerPoint for you all. Whoop, whoop. So like I said before, my name is Rolande Adolph, and I've been an attorney for approximately 10 years now. It'll be 10 years in September, and time just flies by, right? It does, but I'm actually on my own now, and it's been exactly a year, 8 months, 22 days, and 10 hours since I've been on my own, but hey, who's counting, right? We are a boutique firm, and we're located in West Palm Beach. Well, in Palm Beach County, specifically, we're in Lake Worth. We're off of Lake Worth Road, near Jog or between Jog and the Turnpike. But let's get right into this because I don't want to waste your time. And basically, I just want to let you guys know that you guys shouldn't be leaving any money on the table when discussing property damage with your insurance carrier or the insurance carrier or someone else. And I hope you all can see this. I can see it, so I'm presuming that you all can see it. In this webinar, well, before I start this webinar, I already kind of spoke about myself. I have my 10 years of experience is all personal injury. Straight out of law school, I was hired by a personal injury firm. So everything I know about personal injury, I learned through them, and very good, reputable firm. And it was just time for me to go on my own. That's why I'm on my own. It was just that time. Unlike a lot of different personal injury attorneys, I do property damage for all my clients for free because I know it is a headache to take care of that by yourself. So if you're a client of mine, I do that for free. And if you're not a client of mine, I still do that for free for you too. It's kind of how I give back to the community because, again, it could be a hassle dealing with these insurance companies. Just a little bit about my firm. We do practice other areas other than personal injury. We do have an immigration department, and we have a criminal defense department. So there's 3 attorneys in the firm, but the primary practice is personal injury, and we do litigate, which is important because that just tells you that we will fight for you. I mean, I know you probably don't want us fighting for your case. You just want to get better and get back to how you were before an accident. But if the insurance, again, is giving resistance, we will fight for you to get you what you deserve or what you should have, and to put you back as close as possible to pre-accident status, right? So enough about me. I was told if you do this webinar, you have to talk about yourself a little bit, but so that's enough about me. And that picture is me. I just got a haircut like 3 months ago. I don't know, what you think? Tell me in the comments what you think about this new haircut. But yes, that's me. So car accidents, nobody likes to be in them. Nobody likes property damage. Today, what we're going to cover in this presentation is whether or not you do have property damage, because there are people, believe it or not, who's been involved in an accident and they can't see their property damage. However, they do have property damage, probably underneath their car somewhere. We'll talk more about that later. Who's responsible to fix your vehicle? So if you're involved in an accident, it could be your insurance, it could be someone else's insurance, it could be an individual. Let's find out who's responsible to fix your vehicle and go after that person, right? And then there's a lot of monies out of pocket that you perhaps may have spent or is spending that the insurance company or whomever's fixing your property damage need to reimburse. They must reimburse you that money. So what monies are reimbursable back to you? And what steps? We're going to go through the steps that you should take in order to properly open up a property damage claim so that you can get your vehicle fixed as soon as possible. And if this is just too much for you and you want our group, Adolph Law Group, to do this for you, then how do you get in contact with us? And then towards the end, I just have a few resources that if you need more information, obviously, that you could simply go online and I show you exactly, or tell you rather exactly where to go. So let's get right to the meat and greets of this, right? Do you have a property damage claim, right? The obvious, yes, right? If there's any type of damage, right? You have a dent, you have paint scratch, anything that's different from your vehicle because of some type of impact, then yes, you have property damage. And property damage is not only limited to your vehicle, anything inside your car that gets damaged during an accident is also considered property damage. For example, if you have children that uses a child's car seat, if that car seat is damaged, actually under Florida law, even if that car seat isn't damaged, once a car seat's been involved in an accident, it has to be replaced, right? So that could be replaced if you had your laptop, your cell phone, if you had luggages in there, anything that's tangible meaning you can touch, feel, anything that gets damaged is considered property damage. And it doesn't contain only inside of your vehicle. Let's say someone runs into your house or tree or bush that you spend so much time gardening. That's also considered property damage, and they have value too, and you certainly could get paid for that too, right? What if you do not have any property damage? Well, if you do not have any property damage, obviously, when you look at your car, when you appraise your car or inspect your vehicle, rather, if there are no scratches, if there are no dents, then most likely you do not have property damage and you could just go on your way. Some people don't know whether or not they have a property damage claim, right? Some people think because it's just a exchange of paint or a small scratch, then it's not property damage. Or some people really just can't see the property damage because of the type of car they may have. Maybe they have a car that is dent resistant. So yes, they got hit and the person inside the vehicle felt the bump because they were jerked back and forth. But when they get out their car, there's absolutely no damage. The bumper probably already bumped out. If that's the case, what I would advise is that you bring that vehicle to a body shop and let them know that you were involved in a motor vehicle accident or some type of incident, and if you want to check to see whether or not you have property damage, they are able to put that vehicle, your vehicle, on a lift to lift it up, to look underneath your vehicle. They're able to look in the trunk, look in areas that you may not have thought of to look at, and they will be able to tell you whether or not you have property damage, and they will do that for you for free. So if you're not sure, just get a professional to take a look at your car for you, right? Now, if you do have property damage and you were involved in a motor vehicle accident, you have two options, right? Either your insurance could fix it or their insurance. And when I say their insurance, I'm talking about the party that hit you, the party that caused the accident. Let's talk about the first option, right? Let's talk about your insurance. In order for your insurance carrier to fix your property damage, you must have collision coverage. Collision is not part of full coverage. Collision is extra coverage. So when you go get your car insurance from your agent, you must specifically ask for collision coverage. Collision coverage in Florida provides for payment to repair or replace your motor vehicle after an accident. Collision coverage is usually required if you finance a vehicle. They'll make you take collision because obviously they want to protect their assets, the finance company. But if your car is not financed, definitely double check your insurance policy and make sure you have comp and collision, because that's what will fix your car if you caused the accident, or if you were hit by someone that does not have proper insurance, they do not have property damage coverage, or if you were involved in a hit and run, you still want your car to be fixed. So in order for it to be fixed, if we can't find the assailant, then yes, you must have comp and collision. And usually with comp and collision, there's a deductible, $250, $500, $1,000. That's the bad part about collision, especially if it's not your fault. If the accident was caused by someone else and now you have to pay this deductible. But certainly get comp and collision on your vehicle, especially if you live here in Florida, because there are way too many people driving on Florida roads without proper coverage. Now, in order to get their vehicle, their insurance company rather, to fix your vehicle, the accident must be caused by them. First of all, their insurance carrier must accept liability for the accident. And sometimes this takes time. This is what's most frustrating to parties that are not at fault. They're waiting for the other insurance carrier to fix their vehicle, and the other insurance carrier is saying, well, we don't know how this accident happened. They're saying, we have to do our investigation. You know, Florida law allows them to do their investigation, but sometimes when you have an attorney, we could speed that up by giving them a statement, giving them the police report, kind of facilitating that process for you. But usually, sometimes that is what takes the longest time before they would for them to accept liability and fix your vehicle. And in order for them to even fix their vehicle, the other vehicle must carry property damage coverage. Now, property damage coverage, which is PD coverage, that is required here in Florida. So you would expect if someone's driving their vehicle, they have property damage coverage. Yes, they should, but no, not everybody do what they should do, right? Right, exactly. And that goes back to my collision story, or not story, but that you must have collision, because you do not want to relay or depend on someone else, right? So property damage is required in Florida, and it's $10,000 for property damage liability as long as you have a valid Florida registration. So the minimum is $10,000 for someone to carry PD. But it could be more. You could decide to put more PD. And what this means for you, if you're not the at-fault party, let's say you're involved in a accident where there's multiple vehicles, right? And multiple vehicles, and the at-fault party only has the minimum, which is $10,000 to fix everybody's vehicle. And it'll be much more than that $10,000 to fix your vehicle. You will not, to fix all the vehicles rather, you will not get the full value of your vehicle in order to fix it, or if your vehicle is a total loss, the full value of your vehicle, because the insurance carrier will pay everyone a portion of the cost of their property damage estimate. So they do what you call pro rata amount. So let's say it costs you approximately $500 to fix your vehicle. Because there's so many vehicles involved, you would probably just get a percentage of that. Maybe you'll just get $400 or maybe even less. And then the rest, your insurance company, your comp and collision coverage would have to fix it. And if you don't have comp and collision coverage, that will come out of your pocket. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to protect your own self. So make sure you do have cup and collision coverage. So the at-fault party, they will fix your vehicle if you were involved in an accident that's obviously not your fault, and the at-fault party carry PD, okay? If you have any questions about any of that, please feel free to contact me and we'll go ahead and answer those questions for you. Now, what type of property damage can be reimbursed, right? This is important. It's probably why you're here. There's a lot of out-of-pockets that we sometimes spend. So let's get right to it. There are 6 items insurance companies must pay for. Really quick, the obvious, the repairs to your vehicle, or if your vehicle is a total loss, they obviously have to pay for the value of your vehicle. They have to pay for loss of value, the resale value of your vehicle, and we'll go into that more in a little bit. Any loss of items, personal property beyond just the car, and we'll touch more again on that. Cost of rental, if you need a rental, fuel costs, they lost gas in your car, they're required to reimburse you for that. Let's talk about your car rentals, right? If your vehicle can be restored for less than the market value of your car, then the insurance carrier is obligated to repair your vehicle. Now, you're allowed to select which body shop will fix your vehicle, and the repairs, they should be done with parts that are similar in kind and condition to the ones that were damaged in your vehicle. So the insurance company cannot try to shop the black markets for you to get you the cheapest material to fix your vehicle. No, they have to fix your car with very similar kind of equipment that that was in your car, that your car is made of. Now, I'm not in body shop repair. I don't know the proper names for these things, but they should put your car back basically the way it was pre-accident. A lot of people will allow the shops to fix their vehicle because most insurance carriers, they have their own auto body shops. You could choose to have the insurance carrier's body shop to fix your car, or you can choose to pick your own shop. A lot of my clients like to pick the manufacturer shop. For example, if they drove a Toyota, they'll go to Toyota. Mercedes, they'll go to Mercedes and get their car fixed. And you have that option. You don't always have to get it fixed at the insurance shop. Okay. If you decide to get it fixed at your own shop, what's going to happen is the insurance carrier, they will want to appraise your car, to inspect your car, and they will do their own pre-estimate. And then they will either send you the check for you to give to the shop of your choice, or they will send the check directly to the shop. And once the body shop fixes your vehicle, if there are any new damages that weren't seen with the naked eye and they need more money, the body shop will write to the insurance carrier and they will supplement that and send the check directly to the body shop if there's a second check that needs to be paid. So a lot of people, the first estimate that the insurance adjuster does, they're usually like, well, it's going to cost more than that to fix my car. And you're probably right. You're probably right. It probably will cost more than that. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and bring it to the shop. Most of these body shops, they know how to work with the insurance carriers. But if they don't, if you have an attorney, of course, the attorney will try to smooth line that process. But if you do not, just let them know. All you have to do, sir, you're talking to the shop repair peoples. All you have to do is contact the adjuster. By this time, you should have what you call a claim number. You give them that claim number, they call your adjuster directly, explain that, hey, this is going to be more than that, and here's why, because they're going to have to write an additional supplement estimate. And they send it to your insurance company or the insurance company that's fixing your car, and bada boom, bada bing, they get paid, and hopefully you get your car out soon. Now, if your car is a total loss, and then the insurance carrier have to pay you for that vehicle. And the vehicle may be considered a total loss if it's less expensive for the insurance company to replace the vehicle than it is to repair it. All that means is if your car is worth $1,000, for example, it would sell for only $1,000 in the market, and it costs $2,000 to fix your car. It's an obvious business decision, right? The insurance company, they're not in a business to lose money. They are a business. So the sensible business decision in that part is to go ahead and pay that $1,000, the lesser of the two. So they'll pay you the value of your vehicle. Now, I have a lot of clients who, sometimes that's your first vehicle, and you name the vehicle, and the vehicle become part of the family, and it's worth a lot more to you than what it is actually worth out there. And I'm so sorry if that's the case, but they won't pay you for the value that you put on the vehicle. They pay you for the value that's on the vehicle. And the way they figure out that value is really all online. They just put online the make, model, year, mileage of your car, and to see how much your car would have sold for if you were going to sell it, if you had listed for sale right before the accident. So they put all the similarities to your vehicle, and they search for it online. And it has to be local, on your local market. They can't go and look for cars that will sell way out west a lot less than if it was here. So it's in your market. They look at vehicles that's similar to your vehicle, and that's how they usually come up with their estimate. Cars that are just like your car, identical almost as your car, how much are they selling for in your area? And that's how they come up with what the value of your vehicle is. Now, you do always have the option to keep your vehicle after your vehicle been deemed a total loss. If you do choose to do that, the insurance carrier will pay you 80% of the value, not 100%, 80% of the value, and you get to keep your car. Now, if your car was deemed a total loss and you decide to keep it, you will have to get what you call a rebuilt title from your local DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle. Basically, you're going to have to do the repairs on your vehicle, have DMV inspect it. If everything runs smooth and your car is safe to run on the roads, then they will certify that and go ahead and give you what you call a rebuilt title. Okay. Loss of value. A lot of people usually leave this on the table, the loss of value of the car. So sometimes your car is fixable. A lot of time it is. They fix your car. However, the value of your car now is worth less because your car was involved in a car accident, right? Let's take the exact same car. It may be selling for $10,000 on the market, but because your car was involved in an accident, it's only worth $8,000. So there's a $2,000 difference. You can argue to get that $2,000 loss of value in addition to the amount of money it costs to repair your vehicle. So you'll get the repair costs of your vehicle and you'll get that loss of value to your vehicle. A lot of people usually, once they get the repair costs, that's it, bada bing, bada boom. I don't even know why I'm saying that today. They get the property damage check and their car is fixed and they're done, and they forget to ask for that loss of value. Again, like I just said before, the insurance company, they're a business and they're in the business of making money. So if you don't ask for that, they're not going to offer you that. So don't forget to ask for your loss of value, because your car, I guarantee you, your car does have loss of value once it's been involved in an automobile accident. Loss of personal property. This is really self-explanatory, but anything inside the vehicle at the time of the crash, such as your laptop, your cell phone, car seats, strollers, luggage, your eyeglasses, any other type of damaged property that's been damaged during an accident must be replaced or repaired. So don't whine and boo-hoo cry that, oh my goodness, my laptop isn't working anymore because, you know, at the time of the accident, when I slammed on the brake, the laptop just slid down the seat and it hit. I don't know. It's so hard to come up with scenarios, right, just offhanded. Some people are very good at that. I'm just not there yet. But you get what I'm trying to say. If something happens to your laptop, tell the insurance adjuster, tell them that your laptop was working and now it's no longer working since the accident. And they're obligated to go ahead and fix that. And like I said before, car seats for your young ones, if they've been involved in a car accident, it's required for you to exchange that and give your young ones, your loved ones, new car seats for their protection, of course. I like this feature, how it has a bicycle and your fan. You know, yeah, you could have your bicycle in there and it gets damaged from the car, right? Or you could have people who put canoes on their vehicle because they're going hiking, and if on your way to your destination you get in a car accident and that canoe gets damaged, yes, that gets to be replaced or repaired also. Now, rentals aren't obvious, right? If your car is in the shop, you need a vehicle to travel, to go to work, to maintain your regular daily living chores. You get a rental. Once your car is in the shop, you will get a rental, and then you'll have to return that rental, obviously, once your car is done. If your car is a total loss, you'll get a rental while your car was either at the tow yard or at the body shop. And once it's deemed a total loss, usually you have 3 to 5 days after it's deemed a total loss for you to return that rental, right? They don't give you much time to look for a new vehicle. A lot of people, though, leave this money on the table by ways of, some people don't need a rental because maybe they have an extra car in case these accidents happen, or maybe it'd be easy to share the car with their significant other or with their kids and they don't want to go through the hassle of getting a rental. That's not a problem. You could do that, but the carrier, the insurance carrier, is still obligated to pay you approximately $25 to $30 a day for a rental, even if you don't actually get the rental. So don't think you're saving yourself any money or saving insurance any money. I mean, I guess you are, but in the scheme of things, I don't know. But ask for that. Just because you don't need a rental doesn't mean you don't get a rental check. You still get that check. If your car was in the shop for a whole week, you were without your vehicle for a whole week, depending on someone else to pick you up or depending on car sharing, however you call it. Yeah. So definitely ask for that rental cost and don't leave that on the table. Fuel costs. Now, this is a big one, right? People never ask for their fuel costs. They don't ask the insurance carrier for that, but you can get that, right? You can. So especially if right before the accident, you just filled up your vehicle and it costs you $50 to $90 to fix your vehicle, you can get that fuel cost back. So definitely ask for it. And for some people that may not be a lot, but for others, it is, and it belongs to you. So ask for it. In addition to all your other repairs and all your other losses. Now, what should you do? What steps should you take to get your property damage fixed? Well, you can do it yourself. And when you do it yourself, as soon as you get involved in this car accident, call your insurance carrier and then call the other insurance carrier. Usually after an accident, you will get what you call the driver's exchange form. And that form, all it has is your information and your insurance information and the information and insurance information of the other party. And so you'll have their insurance carrier information and you could call and just report it. And from there, the adjuster will talk you through it, kind of just ask you how the accident happened and those type of questions. You could do it yourself, or and again, by calling the insurance company, or you could call an attorney. But like I said in the beginning, most attorneys do not take care of property damage because that's just not something they do. Because under Florida law, you're not allowed to take a percentage of that fee of your property damage check. So because there's no money in it, they just don't do it. And again, I'm not judging. It's just, I'm just reporting that they do not do it because of that. So you would have to search, for an attorney to do that for you, or you could just call us, because again, we do that. It's part of how we give back to the community. It's part of just making our clients' life a lot easier. I work in an area that's predominantly Haitian American and Hispanic American, and it's hard. It's hard for them sometimes to communicate with the insurance adjusters. So we do it for them. We do it for them. And so again, it's just a way of us that we give back. So if you are in the process of trying to get your car fixed, and you and the insurance adjuster are butting heads, just please feel free, give us a call. We'll look into it for you, and we'll either advise you as to what to do, or we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you or advise you of what to do, so you could have less headaches, right? I hate headaches. Who wants that? Who wants headaches? So that you could be less stressful. You could call us at 561, obviously 660-7776. How else can you get in contact with us? Well, I just said our office number. I can't even talk anymore. Usually what we'll ask for is for you to fax over the driver's exchange form, and that's our fax number. And the reason why we need the driver's exchange form is so that we could get the insurance information, and we'll go ahead and call both insurance carriers and open up that claim for you, the property damage claim. And when you call the insurance company, you have to tell them, listen, I need to open a property damage claim because I need to get my car fixed, okay? You can always email us. We're very active on social media. We have all the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can find us on there. We even started a TikTok. I can't believe I just said that, but it does make me feel cool, just a tad bit. Here are other resources for you. These resources, I'm going to go ahead, and if you're part of this webinar, I'm going to email you a copy of this PowerPoint. So everything I spoke about, you will have, and you'll have these resources. So you don't have to bother about copying them or anything like that. I do want to tell you guys, thank you so much for attending this webinar. This was actually my first webinar. I hope I did good or well. But like I said before in the beginning, in addition to property damage, please feel free to call us for any personal injury issues, criminal defense. We do criminal defense, and we do immigration too. And back to your personal injury needs, that covers car accidents, truck accidents, motor vehicle accident, pedestrian accidents, slip and falls, any type of dog bite, nursing home abuse, wrongful death, any type of food poisoning, drowning, assault, gun injury, spine injury, head injury. We also do product liability or child neglect, any type of injury. Please feel free to give our office a call. You could find out more about our services at www.adolflawgroup.com. And again, I just want to tell you, thank you so very much for joining us. Bye. Am I still recording? Yes, I am.